Mr. C.V. Anand, IPS, is a senior officer from the 1991 batch of the Indian Police Service and currently serves as the Director General and Commissioner of Police, Hyderabad City. Throughout his illustrious career, Sri C.V. Anand Garu has held key positions across multiple domains, from law and order, traffic, cybercrime, narcotics and counter-terrorism, to significant administrative roles such as Commissioner of Civil Supplies and Managing Director of TSRTC. His work reflects a deep commitment to governance, innovation and public welfare. As the chairman of the Hyderabad City Security Council, he has been instrumental in launching the Stree initiative, which stands today as a testament to community-driven safety and empowerment. It is my privilege to welcome CP Sir C.V. Anand Garu to talk about the theme of the summit.
On behalf of the Hyderabad City Security Council, I warmly welcome the chief guest of today's function, Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Garu, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of the State and Minister for Finance, Energy. Also, I welcome Bhanusri Velpandianji, Senior Specialist, Governance and Research, Law Division of Niti Aayog, Shekhar Reddy Garu, Secretary General of HCHC and National Vice Chairman, Indian Green Building Council, Ms. Naina Jaiswal, eminent sportsperson and a child prodigy, Dr. Lavanya, DCP Women Safety Wing and convener of Women's Forum of HCHC, Srimati Geeta Goti, Joint Secretary Women's Forum, HCHC, esteemed panelists, moderators, participants in the various discussions which are going to be taking place during the day, attendees, invitees, my own department officers, welcome to you all, and media friends, welcome to all of you to this summit. As Shekhar Reddy Garu has already enunciated, the HCHC is a wonderful forum for government departments, especially the police department. This is a forum which brings private sector and government, especially the police, onto a platform. Usually we attend programs where it's conducted by government departments and attended by ministers, MLAs and even private eminent personalities, or private sector functions which are attended by government officials and private CEOs and leaders. But rarely do we see such a forum where both private and government are on the same platform and they get together and take up activities which enhance the safety and security of the city and the state. So here is one such forum, Hyderabad City Security Council, and of late we just realized that the reach of HCHC has not been as what it should have been, and we have started a drive where we are reaching out to the various industries, pharma, filmmaking, hotel industry and all the other CEOs and MDs of these companies. We have been inviting them to come and be a member of this HCHC. We have told them about HCHC and asked them to become stakeholders in the process of ensuring safety and security of the citizens. We have 6 forums as already mentioned, and we have 6 signature events every year, and Stree Summit is one of them. This is the second summit regarding women empowerment and safety, and Stree is actually an acronym. It stands for She Thrives Through Rights, Equality and Empowerment. It's a very beautiful acronym, and it enunciates the theme of today's summit and the discussions. The theme is Accelerate Action for Women Empowerment, and the tagline which we use for all such women summits is Hear a Roar. I mean, we would like to have all the panelists talking about all the issues which are being faced by women in this country and also this state, and give us possible solutions and actions which governments can take for betterment of the women. This is a topic which is very close to my heart because despite all the talk and actions, we still see a lot of anti-women and developments which are taking place. For instance, the female infanticide continues. The ratio of the girl child to the male is down to 942 is to 1000. If you take the population projections for the future, this is a ratio which is very, very adverse and will adversely impact the growth of a nation. Not only that, discrimination at home and at workplace continues. Last year, Hyderabad city saw 258 rape cases being reported. POXO cases were 713, where POXO cases relate to minor girls below age of 18. There have been several serious cases where even fathers and cousins and uncles have been convicted. Then we have social media also, the abuse on social media is also continuing to be quite high. The Telangana government has been very proactive in empowering women. In fact, you must be aware of the free bus scheme. Now this travel has empowered the ladies in rural areas to travel to various parts of the state and take up activities which they would not have. Their movement across various states for functions, and we have seen an increase in the lady component when we do the bandobast for various festivals in the city. We are seeing a huge increase in the turnouts at the various festivals, at the various temples, and in fact we were wondering why it is happening. And one of our officers it struck me that yes, that is the truth, that the free bus scheme has enabled women to travel from various places in the state to the temples or the other places, religious places, as part of the function. The police department also has been taking up a lot of activities with regard to women's safety. You must have heard of the SHE teams, which are very, very popular all over the country, the Telangana SHE teams, and they have been very instrumental in ensuring that the image of the state remains as the safest city tag which is there, has been maintained. In the recently concluded Numaish, that is the exhibition, every day the SHE teams were apprehending almost 10 to 15 such Eve teasers who were harassing and troubling women. You know how the SHE teams operate, they have secret cameras, they catch them with evidence, and that has been a very good output of these SHE teams. Then the Bharosa centers is one such step by the Telangana government which has improved the conviction rates. There have been 36 convictions and 12 of them have been life convictions. This is a Bharosa Center is a unique concept which offers counseling, legal assistance, medical assistance, and also the court which tries these cases also is under the same roof. And that is why you know that minor girls, when asked in police stations about how the incident took place, find it very, very difficult to express. But in a Bharosa Center where these conditions are made in such a way that they tell the truth and tell all the facts, has proved very, very instrumental in getting these life convictions. Just 3 days ago, we got a life conviction of a person, of a father who indulged in long-term abuse of his own daughter. It all started in December 2015 when the mother left to Saudi Arabia on an employment opportunity, and the daily abuse and rape of the daughter continued for 6 years. When she came back, she found behavioral changes in her daughter and traumatized. She found her traumatized and then took her to another place and asked her for all the details. Then she confided at what had happened over the last 6 years. This was brought to the notice of the police and she was brought to the Bharosa Center, long sessions of counseling, and then she came out with all the details. The police did an excellent job. The Bharosa Center officers, counselors did an excellent job of gathering all the evidence. And finally, the court has convicted him for life till he lives. You know, that is the conviction, and 5 lakhs has been awarded as compensation. We in Hyderabad City Police have 7 women police stations for this, in the 7 zones, and this has led to a lot of women feeling absolutely free to go and complain. We have, in fact, out of 19 DCPs working in the city, we have 8 women DCPs for the first time. And they are doing a wonderful job, I must tell you. Then we have women PCs who are doing night patrolling. Earlier they were reluctant, and even our officers used to feel hesitant to deploy them. But now the night patrolling, where they are going in blue coat, that is the 2-wheelers, they are part of the patrol cars, they are part of the traffic bandobas, they are out at the junctions. So Hyderabad perhaps is showing the way forward, and they are taking up more and more risky jobs. SHOs of law and order police stations, 3 of them are there right now. So it is nothing but common sense that if we empower women, the GDP of the country, the state, of that place increases. It is nothing but simple economics that this happens. Now this discussions and summit like these help us come with ideas and solutions with a lot of experts from that area giving out their ideas, and we can firm up towards the end. I've asked Mr. Shekhar Reddy Garu and the Secretariat of HCSC to come up with a nice brochure and booklet at the end of the summit and not leave it open-ended of who said what, and record it and perhaps circulate it. I request all of you to please stay for as long as possible to hear the discussions. This is going live on YouTube, Facebook, and media channels are there to cover it. I would like to congratulate the following people who have worked relentlessly for the success of this summit. Women Safety Wing Joint Secretary Geeta Goti Garu, Women Safety Wing Forum Convener Lavanya, Secretary General Shekhar Reddy Garu, and the entire admin team led by Akhilesh for all the effort. I would also like to thank the sponsors without whom activities of HCSC will become very difficult, like Alekhya Homes, Contract Wards, Nikhila Constructions, and Prosperity Homes. I request all of you to have a nice day and listen to all the deliberations throughout the day which are going to happen. And I once again thank our Honorable Deputy Chief Minister for coming and honoring us on this occasion. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Sri Bhatti Vikramarka Mallu Garu, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Telangana, Sri C.B. Anand Garu, IPS, DG and Commissioner of Police Hyderabad, and the Chairman of Hyderabad City Security Council, Dr. Banusri Valkandian, Senior Specialist, Governance and Research, Law Division, Niti Ayog, Srimati Nirmala Kanti Veslayas Garu, who is supposed to come here. We have an MOU with the state government today. Miss Dr. Naina Jaiswal, eminent sports person. Dr. Lavanya NJP, DCP Women's Wing and Convener Women's Forum. Srimati Geeta Goti Garu, Joint Secretary Women's Forum. Distinguished speakers, officials, SCSC office bearers, EC members, invitees, NGOs, delegates, media friends, and also our strong supporters, sponsors, the Alekhya Homes, Contract Watch by Pokarna, Nikhila Constructions and Developers, Prosperity Homes and others. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank our Deputy CM Garu So in spite of his busy schedules, in fact, one of the program which is supposed to go out of station also, he has cancelled because of the SCS importance. And every time, whenever we go to him, and he obliges with a very short span of time also, and always he is encouraging SCSC in a big way. Sir, thank you very much, sir, for always gracing the SCSC events. And we are also grateful to Madam Dr. Banasri Garu. She came all the way from Delhi, from Niti Aayog, to advise us what are the national policies are there, how the women empowerment, safety, security point of view. She is going to speak on that. And definitely today is all the eminent speakers here. You are the youngest age, Naina Jeshwal Garu. We all know her records, and she is the best example for the Indian youth. And the eminent spokesperson, she has come. Thank you, Naina ji, and all police officials for their support, and SCSC members also. And the SCSC, basically, we deal with 5 major verticals to see that Hyderabad brand image goes up, and there is a peace of mind, law and order is there. So, and we have 5 verticals, mainly traffic, and anti-narcotics, cyber security, women's safety, and physical security. So every year we do on these 5 verticals annual event. Recent past we have done a very big event on cyber security, because a lot of wars are going on, cyber wars are going on. Many of our citizens, even the very well eminent people, also losing their accounts, their money in a big way. To safeguard their interest, our cyber security forum from time to time, they are organizing awareness programs, seminars also. Recently we have organized our annual event, Hack 2.0. And before that, we had a physical security summit, annual summit in a big way. Before that, we had an anti-narcotic, very big show. Almost 1,000 schools, headmasters, principals are coming. We had an awareness program. And next month, our traffic forum is going to do 2 days event, big gala event we are going to do. We are going to have a lot of brainstorming sessions before that also. How to make Hyderabad traffic free, and how to also make awareness programs for the citizens also. We want to involve all the stakeholders and organize that event. And time to time, every forum is doing a lot of awareness programs, especially Women's Forum is doing a lot of awareness programs. We are going to corporate sector and other organized and unorganized sectors also, and making awareness program on the POSH Act. And in fact, we also train many people and given certificates also. So those people are going to various corporate offices and organized and unorganized organizations also. They are telling what is exactly POSH Act and what awareness programs they can take up in their companies. And apart from that, she is regularly we are working with many of the NGOs also. There are many NGOs in Hyderabad. We are working with them. And good touch, bad touch also. Our people are going, our volunteers are going, our faculty is going to various colleges, schools. This awareness program also they are taking up. And we are very happy also, the state government also taking up various initiatives for the women empowerment, safety, security, and even anti-narcotics also is a big thrust shown by CM Garu, always is speaking on the drugs also. We are anti-narcotics forum also working very well. And because of the various initiatives taken by the state government and proactive industry proactiveness, a lot of investments is coming to the state. Many companies, global companies are coming. We have seen the last 2 years the Davos trip also, and various companies are also going for expansion. And CM Garu and the Deputy CM Garu, his cabinet is very much interested in improving our metro and bringing the phase 2 also, and Triple R, and also the government favorite initiative of the Young India Skill University, Young India Police School, and Young India sports academy. Definitely these are all going to be a positive sign, and also the more and more investment coming to the city. And since Anand Gar is going to speak on how the law and order is make a big place in locating a city for investment. Now, wherever the law and order is extremely good, whichever city has a more living index in the top, those cities are selected by the global investors. So that way Hyderabad and is in the top list. And whomever we ask, whoever comes from abroad or any other state, when we ask about Hyderabad, they say, when we have come here, we don't want to go back. So that is a sign of the safety, security of Hyderabad. Even ladies also feel very secure here. In fact, the SC forum, this is a PPP model, no profit organization, which is promoted by Hyderabad City Police Commissioner. Definitely, we are all partners of this, all citizens. We are also citizens, part of it. And our forums are headed by the society, as a joint secretary also. Their police officials are there as the conveners. It is doing a really good job. And this is, in between government and the public. So you can take the co-ownership, you can become a member here as CSC, or you can be NGO, you can be, if you are a specialist, you can also advise us. You can involve in the CSC activities and reach to every locality, every lane of the city that there is a CSC, it's amicable, it is our forum, citizens forum. We can celebrate, in fact, many festivals, many activities together. And Sri Anand Gar is very kind enough to extend and helpline for the CSC. In future, any of the NGOs or our members have any issue, they can directly call our secretariat, SC secretariat. It will be more helpful. We would like to bring more and more reforms, more and more ease of doing business for the establishments in Hyderabad and all the NGOs also. We will be acting more of like a catalyst also, and it will be more vibrant in the coming future. Definitely, this entire work will be helping to the police department, also government. Indirectly, government also will get a lot of goodwill. And definitely, in fact, today's major event is we are going to enter in a MOU with the Department of Women and Child Welfare to train the people to canvass about the POSH Act, the Women Harassment at Workplaces. There is a very important act. So on that, we are entering a MOU with the government, which will enable us to officially give with the government logo also. We can train the people, give a certificate. They can go to any organized, unorganized the organization. They can train the people, do the awareness programs. There is also one more milestone. And definitely this forum will also try to bring more ease of doing business in interaction with the various experts and also with the police department and government. With this, I thank once again all the VVIPs who have come. And also, I can tell you today, 4 sessions, we got very eminent speakers, very, very eminent speakers. They are experts, they are having high knowledge in their field. I think listen to them, and definitely that the proceedings will be helpful to the citizens of Hyderabad, and also it will help the department also to take SCSC further policy initiatives. With this, I thank you, all of you, for all the delegates for your presence here. Thank you very much.
The summit that has been organized by this distinguished organization really needs a wonderful applause before I even start my speech. I thought this organization has actually kept the fireside chat towards the end of the program, but I saw that all the speakers already have started the fire in the meeting, right? So let me continue with that. So there are 2 disclaimers I have to give. One is that my position need not be Niti Ayog's position, and definitely I will try to do my level best to bring as a keynote speaker the entire gist of the event today, including the topic, the themes and the data that will actually take you forward in proceeding with the accelerating efforts that can be taken sector agnostically, state agnostically. Okay. We say समरस जीवन से टूटेगी भेदभाव की कारा, इससे ही एकात्म हुआ है सारा राष्ट्र हमारा. Okay, I have divided the theme into 6 portions, which is Niti's initiatives to begin with. And these are the UN things which has been already given towards empowerment of women. That will be freedom from poverty, zero violence, peace and security, decision-making power, and climate justice. Let me try to do justice for all the topics. So, first we will cover the Niti Ayog's efforts. We have specifically a Women and Child Development Unit or vertical or division which we call a Niti Ayog. Specifically we have, which has launched the Women Entrepreneurship Program in 2017, which has a slogan, Women First means prosperity for all. It aids support into 3 pillars, which is Icha Shakti for aspiring women, Gyan Shakti for spreading knowledge, and Karma Shakti for promoting action and activists. Niti Ayog also monitors the general indicators as part of its developmental goal 5, which is SDG 5, gender equality, women's labor force participation, education levels, and representation in decision making. We also assess the National Health Stack and Digital Health Blueprint, which aims to improve access to digital health and services and encourages gender-sensitive data collection and healthcare. So brings out the School Education Quality Index, which looks at the performance of states and UTs, including female literacy and girls' enrollment. And it also works with Ministry of Finance to mainstream the gender-sensitive budgeting. We have Atal Innovation Mission, which has actually been successful in encouraging innovation and entrepreneurship among women and college girls with Atal Tinkering Lab, and engagement of girls in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering and maths. We have aspirational district programs as well as the block programs which have been launched. Along with this initiative, development of innovative and creative enterprises, Niti has also specially focused on women-led startups. We work with Ministry of Women for Poshan Abhiyan, and the legal networking as well as the law division has also enabled equitable manner working without any exclusion unless there is a scientific basis to do so. Let us start with the first theme, which is freedom from poverty. Niti Ayog itself conducted a multi-dimensional poverty index which said that the head count of women who fall under the multi-dimensional poverty amounts to 38.45%. So definitely, if you want them to be removed from poverty, we have to enhance education and skill, we have to close the gender pay gap, and we have to support them with access to finance, markets, as well as digital tools. So yes, education, skill building and gender budgeting is one of them. Only thing what we have to do to accelerate this to set interim, short-term as well as long-term goals so that we can progress based on these goals and try to achieve what we have in our mind. Okay. So this is a very gist of the working conditions what we have all over our nation. 24 acts with laws limit women's participation in various kinds of factory operations. 2 laws primarily govern our sectors, which is the Factories Act 1948 at the union level and the Shops and Commercial Establishments Act at the state level. But no state has eased the restrictions on women's employment in dangerous jobs. What they say dangerous may not have any scientific basis. That is what I am going to adduce by using certain examples. Among these, 11 states bar women employment at night altogether, and the 10 most populous states, they impose 139 to 140 prohibitions of women working in specific industrial processes, which is generation of petroleum, electroplating, pesticides, rechargeable batteries, processing of oils and fats. Unfortunately, even candle making falls into this prohibition. I mean, they can work in BD factory, they can work in other factories, matchmaking factories, but they cannot work in candle making factories. So, if you look at the inherent meanings and interpretation, what comes out with this restrictions, it may not be logical at all. Women in Uttar Pradesh can serve and sell foreign liquor, but not country liquor. On the other hand, women in Andhra Pradesh can serve country liquor, but not foreign liquor. Doesn't have any basis whatsoever what you are calling. the women who can be engaged in abrasive blasting used for cleaning surfaces in Karnataka but not in Maharashtra. So if you look at the state-wise frameworks which are regulating the women's educational as well as the employment conditions, there is a lot of discrepancy which we want to even we have taken under Initi, we have taken an initiative to avoid that. So next is zero violence. We all know this organization is also specifically working in stopping zero violence, in also giving a zero tolerance to any violence. And if you look at it, the ratio as well as the percentage and the reportings are going up and up. The world may look at it one way, we may also say that the reportings are increased because due to increased awareness, because more and more women folk are reporting them, more and more are getting addressed, therefore more and more data is getting recorded, data is getting generated, therefore we see more numbers. Whatever said and done, we have the data now which speaks that the numbers are going up. So we may have to take our own ways and efforts if you want to accelerate women empowerment, to strengthen legal rights and protection, tackle gender stereotypes and cultural norms. The good touch, bad touch is only the tail. We cannot wag the dog by using the tail. So there are many issues when it comes to gender stereotypes, and everybody who has come here. I see one, not only the Shakti Swarupini delegates who are sitting here, but also those men folk who have come here to give voice, their full support for them. So this is the microcosm of this nation which is sitting here, which can make it happen. So when you want to ensure access to justice and legal support, and you want to buttress the justice delivery infrastructure, Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah actually was talking when he was inaugurating the National Forensic Laboratories and colleges and universities in New Delhi just 2 days back. He said that we are going to increase the number of the universities which will deal with forensic examination multifold, and we will also now we have the law which says that if it is going to be punishable more than 7 years, then probably the forensic examination will be mandatory and the team will visit the spot as SAP. So these are the things what we look at, and the e-codes and the mechanisms, the Nari Adalats, what we call the specialized codes, or we also talk about POSCO codes. So these are areas where we have to strengthen not only the judges' strength, the infrastructure, but also the awareness among the people and the process itself. Okay, though these are the university, issues, we also have a ministry for women and child development, which is also coming up with Mission Shakti, which has 3 components: Sambal, Samarthya and Nirbhaya. Nirbhaya deals with justice system, Samarthya deals with Shakti Sadhans and working women hostels, creches and empowerment of women at the district level hubs. And Sambal is one-stop centers for women helplines, Nari Adalats, Beti Bachao. So in these schemes, if you look at 2 failure stories, Niti Aayog itself conducted a study which showed that the Mahila police volunteers have dropped due to institutional mechanism being weakened and implementation and delivery is not being good. Therefore, this has been dropped. And Mahila Shakti Kendra has also been subsumed. So these are the areas where we have to strengthen ourselves. Next topic is peace and security for women. Peace and security, when we could talk security in the literal sense, we have to look at the defense forces of our country. About only 12 to 13,000 of our women folk are part of our defense forces in our country. Air Force having 13%, Navy 6% and Army only below 4%. So with the permanent commissioning being awarded to them, we can see a rise in these numbers, but it's a long way to go where we can see an optimal percentage of women being part of our defense forces. So we have to promote women in peace building also. We have to address their mental health and gender specific health care needs and health and reproductive rights, which are happening at all levels, starting from district to national level. But there is also a coherent effort which is required for that purpose, because 84% of our women perceive that there is at least one barrier for them not to access good hospital care. 50% only have access to public healthcare systems, and rest 37% private, and all others don't have any access at all. So therefore, with the deficiencies in the healthcare, we have to address them properly. When we look at even the entrepreneurship in our country where there is a decision making power. We have initiatives which have Startup India, which have Stand Up India, which have Make in India, but the entrepreneurships in our country are related only to agri, micro, small, as well as other enterprises. But we want them to grow. If we have to grow, we have to promote women in startup and innovation, implement the quotas and policies, because if you implement quotas and policies, we see that Panchayati Raj has 1.4 million women, that is 33 to 50% of the women being present as representatives. But when it comes to parliament as a present stage, 14%, and Rajya Sabha has only 12% of women representatives. State assemblies even have 0 women. So 0 to 14%. So with this Nari Shakti Vandana Adhiniyam 2023, we can see that there in 2047 or when it is going to be effective, we will have more than 180 female members, representatives, member of parliaments in Lok Sabha. Also, there are corporate mechanisms which are actually making it compulsory for women director to be put in place. Next comes the digital revolution. More and more traditional we think digital is going to be at a distance, but it is not so. Digital revolution is at every doorstep, and we see a massive gender divide in India. Can I have water, please? So internet, digital platforms, mobile phones, and digital finance services. 4 components are the primary study objects for any of the surveys that is conducted in our country. Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan and National Digital Laboratory and other initiatives of Ministry of Education have helped a lot. But it is a long way to go, and I see that the organization at CSC is also bringing out a lot of awareness programs on the digital side for women, which has to be encouraged and which can be dealt even at a singular level independently and individually by all of us, so that we can take this forward as a national service. Next comes a climate justice. Many of them ask why climate justice is relevant for women empowerment. We see that the small level farmers are mostly women who have minuscule areas for agriculture and they make their own produce. They have very limited marketplace, but when there is a climate calamity, when there is a natural disaster, they are the ones mostly getting affected. So if you want fair treatment of all people in addressing climate change and ensuring the most vulnerable, particularly women, they are not to be disproportionately affected, then we have to be very careful while we make our environmental policies. Net zero and climate adaptation and resilience methods should be part of the self-help group efforts which are being promoted by our government, and climate smart and sustainable ventures should be the way occasional trainings are undertaken for our women folk, so that they can relearn, they can uplearn, they can upgrade themselves and find ways to be sustainable and get climate justice in their own way. Naturally, when the economic survey of this country, it has shown a positive picture. It shows that the rural India is driving the trend where women are getting more developed. The female participation ratio is also improving to 37% from 23%, and the self-help groups are growing in massive numbers. So entrepreneurs who are getting Mudra loan are also improving a lot, 77% under the Stand Up India are women. 53% of PM Disha are also beneficiaries are women. That means that we are improving, our country is going way forward. And let us look at Hyderabad itself when comparison to Bharat. So when it comes, you are shining star. I should say you are a package of best practices in our country. Hyderabad has promoted education. It has ensured economic opportunities like the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister already spoke of. We are strengthening legal rights, police and civilian community interaction is massive, which I see. This is an example. This organization is a very example. Increasing political participation for women is on the rise. Investment in healthcare is improving, as well as the public care, healthcare delivery systems, the quality is bringing surprising results. Addressing the violence and discrimination is also happening in an effective manner in Telangana. So definitely, like Naina, you are all the stars. You are going to come up. You are going to be the examples for this nation. So that makes you actually to be more and more conscious so that you don't slip. You don't actually go back on your efforts. You must keep it up and bring about the best practices for other states to emulate and deliver what we are dreaming of now, which is Shaksharata and Shakshanta for Mahila. Thank you.